Hello! Welcome to my wobbly table. Lisa's here. Party's getting started. It's bright outside. It's bright and cold and windy. Maritza! Hello! Hi, Big B. Early Bird, hello. Claudette, hey. Astra's here. Hello, hello. Big B says bye. Middle of a snowstorm. Oh my God. Do you have your bread and milk? I look like I'm ready for a snowstorm, don't I? Good morning, Marla King. What did everybody have for breakfast? I hope you're well too. It's 80 here today, Claudette. What is it where I am? 53. I'm getting my, oh, hi, Gil. From Bristol. Just coffee for you so far. Jessica, go eat. If you haven't eaten yet, go eat. Oatmeal. Nice. Jerky. There you go. Good morning, Chef Yazzy's here. Ooh, Maritza had donuts. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sending a bracelet. Where am I from? Oh, that takes a lot of self-reflection. Thank you, Kat. Grilled cheese, nice. No, this is my breakfast so far. I usually don't eat before I run. I just finished running. Scrambled eggs with toast and coffee. Debbie, you've got your life together. Hi, Eunice from the Philippines. 31 and snowing in Illinois. You got a snowstorm headed your way. Hunker down. You know they're not closing school too, because it's so, you know, it's Illinois, so they're like, just be used to it. You're gonna go have dinner in Sweden. Nice. What should you make for your husband for his birthday dinner? That's a good question. What should you make for your husband for his birthday dinner? What does he like? Debbie's like, no, I do not have my life together. How far do I run in the mornings? 3 miles, typically. Sometimes more. At least a mile is for the run streak. Run every day. So Brenda says, get reservations. 13 degrees. Oh my goodness. Cold in the UK. Good morning from Monterey, California. That feels so very chic. Are you sipping wine on a veranda? 26 degrees at Bramstein. I love how we're all just like, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's it like? What we got going on? Jeremy's here. Florida storm. Oh my God. There's storms all over the place. It was so windy last night. You had Chinese for dinner at 6:30 p.m. in the Netherlands. Oh, cool. One of the things that I do when I run is called plogging, and that originated in the Netherlands. It's picking up litter while running. It's so bright. Need my shadows. 26 in Iowa, supposed to get 8 inches. Oh my God. This is the best jacket that's ever existed. It's the Air Force super cold weather, extreme cold parka. You can buy them on eBay. They're amazing. 38 in New York. I feel like the Weather Channel. Everywhere's getting snow. Yeah, it was super windy, and I just kept saying, can you hear the wind? He was like, yeah, I can hear the wind. He was like, what are you worried about? I was like, I don't know. I want it to rain as well. Thank you, Original. Oh, hello. Thank you from Nigeria. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lovely frost in Poland. Oh my. You felt required to add the temperature because everybody else was. That's fair. No Stanley Cup? Or should I go see them? See if they have them at the Starbucks on base? Get a generator. Carla, I have 2 generators. Let me tell you the story. It's a quick, long story. Amazon sent me, we ordered a generator, and then Amazon sent us 2 generators. And I have some very, let me back up. When I was in 1st grade, we've gone way back. When I was in 1st grade, I brought a toy to school, and I told on myself. I went to the teacher, and I said, hey, this toy is distracting me. I narked on myself. She was like, nerd. So maybe that gives you a little insight into how I feel about when I'm given things. I don't just take. So they sent us these 2 expensive generators that we only wanted one in case the world ended. We buy 2 generators, and we cannot get them to acknowledge that they've sent us 2. It turned into like a several months long hassle of sending we're like, do you want the generators back? And they were like, it turned into this whole thing. Anyway, we ended up negotiating to get one of the generators for cheaper. We're like, we'll just buy it, just to have it be over with. But we didn't have to buy it at all. We could have just kept it, and they would not have noticed. But I can't live with that. I love it. Freezing in Northern Ireland. Thank you for listening to my boring story about generators. Hi, Steph. Do you think that caffeine is better than alcohol? I mean, not you specifically, Steph. Feel free to answer, but anybody else? Thank you, Teresa. I think that there's like an autistic thing that I have. The piece of it is the sense of right and wrong is very extreme. So it'll dig at me and I'll just think about it 24/7. You were wondering if I was drinking? Yeah, it's a cherry lime Zions. Thank you, Brianna. My eyes feel very squinty at the moment because of the sun. It is easier for them to not take it back, I think so, but it was expensive. Oh yeah, Monster, the Monster alcohol drink. Put alcohol in coffee. I've never had a espresso martini. Coffee's only good if it's half whiskey. We're starting bright and early. Oh my goodness, Margaret. Thank you so much for sending stars. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's how I buy Bruce's treats. You need alcohol with the temps you're about to have in Minot. Steph, you're in Minot? I'm coming to Minot in like a week. What is today? In like 9 days. I'm coming to do a show in Minot, North Dakota at Minot Air Force Base. Because what better time to go to North Dakota than January? Yeah. It is. I'm going to bring this jacket. An Australian military wife of 26 years. Oh, that's awesome. I want to come hang out. Hi, Linda Ann. You haven't had caffeine in 15 years, so alcohol will always win. That's fair. Thank you for saying my cat is beautiful. He is sleeping on the bed right now. It's negative 40. It's going to be negative 40 in Minot. I'm going to North Dakota in January because I'm a genius. It's going to be negative 40. I can't wait. It's going to be a story. We're going to get stories out of it. Okay, you just ADHD'd me. I was going to answer something and then I forgot. Oh, the cat. Yeah, cat's pretty. Made it myself. Oh, thank you, Nikki McCarthy. Thanks, Deb. I'll send you a text. Like, hey, please, can you extradite me from this snowbank? I might or I might not go. We'll see. I like that. Thank you, Monica. You bought a Canadian coat ready to keep you warm at -50. I don't know what this one is. It just says extreme weather. It doesn't tell you what the extreme weather is. Ooh, I was happier with it up, actually. Wind chills. What job do I do in the military? I thank the troops. Let's go. Hi, Trifecta Mom. Thank you, Zoe. Doug's in Texas. You went from McGuire to Moody. Oh my God, you did the 3 M's. And you were like not super cold to warm to... I'm welcome to come hang out in Western Australia. I'd love to. I love Tim Minchin. I like Australian comedy. We should all thank the troops, says Linda. I thank them in a different way. I don't walk up and say thank you for your service. Mine is a more physical way. Ruth. Gladys. Do I still play Animal Crossing? Yeah, but I'm trying to figure it out because the Facebook took off my video because it said that I was playing copyrighted music, and I'm like, it's a video game. I guess you're right, but I didn't know. I'm sorry. And they're so screwy with stuff where they'll just take your whole account away. Nonsense. Nonsense. What state am I in? Denial. Morose. Is that a coat that's still issued? Yeah, my husband has one that I used to wear, but it's too big. So I bought this one on eBay because that coat is the best. My mom had one of these when I was little. This is a lifelong coat for me. Are they still issued? I think so, but I think it's just Air Force. State. Anger plus bargaining. Do I have a YouTube account? Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now. Same name. Ashley Gutermuth. It's not Guttermouth. I know everybody wants it to be Guttermouth. I want it to be Guttermouth. It's not Guttermouth. My teeth aren't that bad. This side, good. This side, redneck. I got both. That's basically who I am, actually. I've never really thought about that before, but my teeth really represent my personality. I'm probably more than half redneck. Can I go to Aviano? I would love to go there and do a show. I would never go there. Oh my God, Rob sent 200 stars. Thank you, Rob. Good morning. Do the stars dance. Thank you, Rob. I actually do not have a gutter mouth. Yeah, and that's a problem because, not so much now, because I get booked for comedy. So I did stand-up comedy before I did the silly videos, okay? And before that, it was just like going to places and trying to network, and then I'd write down my name, and they would say Guttermouth, and then they would see my haircut, and they would think that I was like going to be like a really rough, like angry, dirty, sweary comedian. And then I'd be like, yay, my husband's old. So I wouldn't get booked for things. Can I do a show at Whiteman? Yeah, if they'll have me. Oh, thank you, Gimpy Heart. Oh my goodness, Anna Lynn, thank you very much for sending stars. Thank you. I've got this activate a stars party at the bottom now. Oh, we got a fact. The microwave was invented after a researcher walked by a radar tube and can't click on it because it disappeared. Is it that cold where you are? Love the parka. It's 53 degrees. And I want you to know that next week I'm going to North Dakota, where it is going to be -40. So I'm wearing an extreme cold weather parka, and it's 50 degrees. So it's going to be an issue. This might be the last time you see me. Steve, over on YouTube, it says message retracted. I don't know what you wrote, but I know that you're all right, Steve, so I'm sure it's fine. from West Virginia. West Virginia's hard to get to. Scotland. Hi, Gemma in Scotland. Gemma, have you seen the video of the Scottish guy on the paddleboard? And then there's a shamu, an orca, killer whale, comes up underneath it, and he's going, get out of here! And he starts yelling at it. He calls him some really funny names. But and the whale goes away. It was great. Worked out. Southern Indiana, be careful with that snowstorm. 25 degrees in Maine. I will bring the heat, Steph. I'll bring the heat. I'll bring in the noise. Slam down the house. Something, something. Thank you, Shannon. Oh, thank you, Barbie. Salt Lake. Yeah. I shouldn't I? I haven't done a show in Utah. When we moved from one end of the country to the other, we drove through Utah. And that was interesting because they got some laws. They wouldn't let me sit at a breakfast bar because I didn't have iced tea. My ID, not iced tea. Did the Scottish paddleboarder call it Nessie? No, but he did say, why are you in the lock? Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much. Thank you for sending stars, Jennifer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because you hit the wrong button, Steve. It's all right. Hello from British Columbia, Canada. Why North Dakota? Because that's where Minot Air Force Base is, and they've asked me to come. And so I will go. Oh my goodness. Harwood, Maddie, thank you, thank you. Your first is just consonants, and I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, so I panicked. Jiven, Harwood, Maddie. Thank you very much for sending stars. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you're about an hour from Syracuse. I have performed in Syracuse at the Funny Bone. Maybe they'll have me back. I don't know. We'd have to ask them. Ooh, Rhode Island. Every time I see Rhode Island, this is what I do. Welcome to Rhode Island. Do I still do stand-up? Oh yeah, that's the primary thing. I have a tour of Japan in a couple weeks. It's in a couple weeks. I had a show a couple days ago. Oh, I got sent a snowman. Thank you, Linda Ann. Linda Ann sent a snowman. Oh, it's freezing in the UK. Oh my goodness. Why not? Why not? We got a bunch of people here from Syracuse. Why can't I come back to Syracuse then? Maybe can you just all contact the Funny Bone and be like, we would like Ashley to come. The Funny Bone is in a cool mall in Syracuse, and the people that run it are great. So I would like to come back. Have you ever come to Huntsville? Yes, I went to Huntsville Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama, and that was great too. That was a good one, and the people there were nice. I liked the people that run it. That was great. I have an echo. No. Just a natural echo? Imagine if I had a natural echo. Just oh Lord. Sarah Louise Gibson, thank you so much for sending stars. Oh my goodness. Stars, 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 stars. Heck yeah. That's how we buy Bruce his treats. And Bruce is right there. You hope I'm having a great day? Thank you. In order for me to have a great day, I got to see a kitten in a gutter. I've learned that about myself. How and when did I meet my husband? Well, so I met my husband in a back alley. He was standing there. He was kind of like disheveled. He had a really long beard at the time. And he was selling used Reader's Digests, which was really strange because it was like, nobody buys those now. And this was only 10 years ago or so. And he was selling used Reader's Digests in this back alley. And I thought, I just want to support this guy because he seems really sweet, but he seems down on his luck. So we got married a couple weeks later. Oh, thank you, Lori, for sending a rose. Thank you, Heather. ADHD and E. Hi. I'm not. This is your favorite memento of not freezing to death. This is my favorite coat ever. I'm going to North Dakota next week, Heather. I'm going to Minot. I'm bringing this jacket. Bruce, how did I meet Cheryl? Oh, God. Cheryl just comes in the night. Steals your heart. Bruce comes outside if I'm outside. Thank you, ADHD and E. Freezing's the reason. Why not go in January? Stormy's in Minot. I'm coming there in 8 days, 9 days. 18th, 19th. Yeah. Did I get any of those Reader's Digest? I got a discount. Took a while. Cheryl is still missing. Oh, I wish this wasn't so heavy on my neck. You want to get Nick Carter's here and wants to guess what my material is. He thinks that it's about the Backstreet Boys, I think. What's that like? To have the same name as one of the most famous people in the 2000s. That must be sad. He's mad at me. Thank you, Linda. She is drinking a beer, yeah. It's a beer that's for energy and focus. What time is it? 1:45. Chug it. You think Cheryl left with a purpose? You think she's a spy? Hello from the Philippines. Hello. Hello, where am I? I feel like that sends me into an existential crisis. Courtney's on her second beer. Slow day at work. Very nice. This is a Zions energy drink. It's got L-theanine in it, which is why I like it. And I just noticed it's got sucralose in it, which usually puts me off. Your husband won't let you cut your hair that short. Linda, just shave it off. Just shave it. Go for it. Get all in. With my parka, I must be in North Dakota, Wyoming, or Montana. No, next week I'll be in North Dakota, though, for a stand-up show. Hello from Hungry Horse, Montana. Hello. Why do you feel so ignored? I don't know. I didn't see what you wrote. When I go to Japan, am I doing a show? Yeah, that's what all that I'm doing is doing shows in Japan. I have nothing else planned, but they also have me booked on shows like it's like, okay, do this, fly this, do this, fly this, do this, fly to this. Do I want to adopt your 12-year-old with an attitude that makes you want to peel your skin off? I don't think so. I mean, that is an appealing offer. Ola from New Mexico. Nice. Am I coming to the UK? I'm working on it. I think when I say that I'm working on it, I think that means yes. I think I am in May, but I haven't seen the exact dates of where I'm going. Ooh, it's Chardonnay time in Germany. There you go. Crack it open. Bruce left. I'm just gonna let him out. He gave up. This is what we have to be persistent. Have I stayed at JBLM? Yeah, I lived there. Thank you, Meg. Oh, thank you, Jessica. That's very nice of you. Do I get nervous about performances? Nope, I'm dead inside. Not at all. There's some things that you have to not do, though. If you're going to go get in front of a group of people and talk, don't have caffeine, and don't be cold. Comedy clubs are cold, and they do that because if you're warm, you don't laugh as much. Fun fact. So I have to wear extras, otherwise, and I get cold really easily. So then the like this, because I'm cold, translates to being nervous, just as a body reaction, but not not actual. So there's some things you can do to help mitigate that. Come on over to Belle Chase. I don't even know where that is. I'd love to. Ooh, from Western Cape, South Africa. That's super cool. Thank you, Jessica. You are going to freeze in a comedy club. Yes, they do purposefully turn the temperature down. A knockoff Tig Notaro, says Nick. So there's a guy over on TikTok. His name is Nick Carter 333, and he's desperate to try to get my attention. I'm pretty sure that the deal is that he is so unbelievably attracted to me, Nick Carter 333, that he can't like physically handle it. So he's doing what men like to do, where I think they call it nagging, where they try to be mean so that you get attention. So you're just like, oh my god. The problem is, he's just have you ever seen like a bowl of oatmeal? And you could I don't want to say it's from the Waffle House, because that would be too good. But you see a bowl of oatmeal that's probably just, they came from a packet that you got from like a Motel 6 because you stole it. You couldn't even afford to be at the Motel 6, and then it like sits and it gets that congealed nature on it, and then bugs come, and then bugs are repelled by it because they're just like, oh, this is repulsive, this is gross. Well, that little bit of slime on top, that bit right there, that is what Nick's mom wishes that he was. So, there you go. Cardboard oatmeal. They turn the temperature down in all entertainment areas and increase the oxygen level. How are they increasing the oxygen level? I've been in some dirty comedy clubs. I would prefer cleaner bathrooms. Slime Nick, he's getting slammed on 4 different platforms at once. I love it. Oh, hi, Lori. Lori and Laura. Have I ever been to Westover Air Force Base? No, but I do have t-shirts by them. Because my husband went there and did not an inspection. Maybe you could call it an exercise. Oh, thank you, Dimple. Is your name pronounced Dimple or Dimple? I want to get it right. Hi, Janice. Thank you for sending a heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're in Northern Arizona and you wish you had your Minot issued parka right there. I'll send you mine. Minot. Hi, Spitfire. Oh. Hi from non-Karen Karen. I love it. I was thinking, actually I was just saying earlier about how, do I still need a declav? I bet. Yeah, he's drinking right now. He's still, I mean, just, he had to see somebody to talk about his problem with White Claws. He just loves them, you know. And how long is my cat gonna live? Can he live his best life? He's not hurting anybody but himself. Hello, Carrie Ann. Hi from Ohio. I love how everybody's, hi. Oh, we got two. Wendy's near Scott Air Force Base on Facebook, and Jennifer is near Scott Air Force Base on TikTok. Thank you, Jessica. What do we have? Ugh. What's going on in the news today? Have you guys seen Let Him Have His Claws? So Bruce is inside, and oh, you're right, Mercy. Maybe I should see if Bruce can drive, because we can't condone that type of behavior. You can't be drinking and driving. Thank you, James. Hi, Scout. Oh, okay. Do you want to hear a terrible fact? So I was in the New York Times for a video I made about micro cows. And then I did a show a couple days ago in Texas. And about 20 minutes in, I started talking about micro cows. And one of the people in the audience had a micro cow. And they had 2 of them. And they told me that they got them because they're super cute, but they will be selling the micro cows for meat. So all of these micro cows that people are buying, they're going to eat them. I mean, not everybody. Probably not the people that are putting them in apartments, but some people are buying micro cows to then eat them. And I just had not even considered that to be a possibility. If you have a pet that once it annoys you, you're going to eat it. Is that where sliders come from? Yep, I think it is. But the thing is, they said that the micro cows get more per pound. Like, they're more expensive when you sell them at market. Linda Ann, you live in Texas. What's a micro cow? They're about 500 pounds, so they're still a pretty big cow. Kirsten, I agree with you. I'm not going to eat Bruce. I'm just passing along what I learned. I was horrified. I was like, no, but they're cute. It's so funny the way that we operate, isn't it? If it's cute, we're like, we don't want to eat it. But then we don't really... Snakes, lizards, we don't eat those. There's a flaw in my statement. That would be like eating your goldfish. Yeah, didn't they used to put in the 70s, didn't they put goldfish in shoes? Maddie's eaten rattlesnake before. I watched a video where Mr. Beast on YouTube ate a pufferfish, a deadly fish. And he was like, it's not very good. Some people do eat snakes and lizards. I agree. It just doesn't seem to be as prevalent. For a while, they were selling like cricket chips. They did do some weird stuff. Sarcastic eating. Rattlesnake's pretty good. Once you name them, you can't eat them. I'm with you. So here's something that I saw in the news recently. There's paranormal apps, not like sliders, French fries. There's paranormal apps that you can get to see if you have ghosts in your house. And doesn't that sound like a scam? It's like one of the top things. One of the top trending apps are paranormal. I don't know if you can hear what I believe is a fighter jet. I don't know what good. It is above where I can see, but I can hear you. Physics. They're out playing. Big scam, right? I grew up in a house that should have been haunted because the previous owners did not wish to live anymore and did that in the house. I'm trying to say that in a way that doesn't get my lives ended. Which is basically what I was trying to say. Yeah, there's 3 fighter jets that are out doing stuff. They're playing around. I am cold. I'm always cold. Your brother-in-law owns a small ranch, just some secret army unit. And whenever he goes out to check to feed the cows, a few people dressed up show up, casually walking around. Give him a wave. There you go. Ooh, you've had ghost houses. Woke up in bed with a ghost. That's something Cheryl told me once. Oh my God, Maria, in Italy we eat horse meat. The doctor will prescribe horse meat if your iron is low. What is happening? You can't eat it since you moved to the U.S. in 1992. Do you think, well, you know what? I have a computer in front of me. You need my parka. eBay, man. Man, lady beast. This is a good one. So you look for Air Force issued extreme weather parka. It's the best coat. Italy still eat horse meat. Yeah. Especially in the region of Apulia, where it is considered a delicacy. It is a vital part of the ragu. Alright. You're totally right. In Italy, horse meat is given to the young and infirm recovering from illness. They consider horse meat benefits to be lean and high in iron. Dang. Julie says, don't they have supplements for iron? As long as ghosts are friendly, they can stay. Oh, nice, Gabriel. How did it go? Did it all work out? You're back in the flow of everything? It is hard to restart. Oh, good. Well, let us know if we can help you any further. You can always send an email to my website as well. Oh, Anne, thank you very much for sending a rose. I like these roses. In-person roses, I feel responsible for. In Germany, Irene says they still eat horse meat. It used to be especially for sauerbraten. It really goes to show how different places are around the world. In fact, a long time ago, like 3 years ago, I made videos where I was like, anything that you say is in a different part of the world, the opposite is true. And I was doing it with food. And so I said, nobody eats raw chicken. Nobody. Whole world, at least nobody eats raw chicken. Thank you, Debbie. I would love to do that. And then I found out in Germany, they eat raw chicken. And I was like, how? Also, don't eat raw chicken. I don't know what's special about it in Germany. Maybe they clean it better, but definitely don't do it here. But it was like strange. Let's look at strange foods around the world. Okay, so now we know that Italians and Germans eat horse meat, which is a lot. It's a lot for me to take in. Kind of makes sense, I guess. They're big, right? If they're not gonna. God, the world is not black and white. I think that's what we're learning today. The ghost apps are scams. I think so too. People eat sushi, yeah, but sushi feels different than raw chicken. The sour human toe shot. Is that up in the Yukon? Where it's like a toe that had fallen off from being frozen? You're not liking where today's topic's going. I don't blame you, Maritza. We never know where it's going to end up. From Hawaii. Oh, you named your piglets Hamlet and Ophelia. Your paragraph ended where it said we named our piglets Hamlet and Ophelia, and then it then they said our kids help process that, but I was just like, I can't emotionally. I can't. I get it. I just emotionally. Anne says she would like to try horse meat. What is happening? What have I done? You can't sell it. Oh, it's a bar and they sell. Never had raw chicken, raw beef. Yes. We do raw beef. Right? Steak tartare. Where's the coffee? I just had my energy drink. Okay. Strange food around the world. Okay, these are standard. Don't bring to me haggis and all that stuff. And I'm not really interested in, like, gross parts of the body, I guess. Oh! Why? Oh, I am going to Japan. In Japan, they sell wasp crackers. Oh, you don't think you can donate blood if you eat horse meat in the United States? What? Julie, I like how you don't know why you feel strongly about it, but you feel strongly. And you know what? That's enough for me. Horse meat and donating blood. Let's look. It affects your iron status. Amber. Yeah, there's a lot going on in our comments today, isn't it? Okay, I don't know. The problem is there's no legal process by which horse meat the inspection can take place. So, that's right, Maritza. I'm trying hard not to gross everybody out. So these wasp crackers are biscuits filled with wasps, like chocolate chip cookies, and they sting you. Can't imagine why I would want that. Oh, Australia, they have the witchetty grub. Apparently they taste like almonds. Okay, I'm not looking to gross anybody out with like bugs and stuff. That's not where I'm at with this. What I was interested in were things that make no sense to me, like steak tartare, which is raw meat with a raw egg. Right? I would love to come to Germany. We don't have horse meat, but we do have 2 Asian places on post. I'm in. So you can eat it, but you can't buy it. Yeah. That seems to be it, because they can't inspect it. Oh, you've eaten fried scorpion. I mean, everybody seems to be in. I'm sure we're losing people just by being gross. Like, I did not. Gail's passing on the wasp crackers. I think that's a good idea. Kangaroo. There's some beefy kangaroos. We all need to get together and go out for a drink. Yeah, we should do that. We could do a meetup. Let's talk about bunny rabbits, not eating them, parentheses, and rainbows. That's my husband telling me that he's stuck and can't come see me. That's okay. Protein's protein. I could probably eat a lot of stuff. The one true Morb says, I would probably try the wasp crackers out of spite. All right. Oh, thank you, Desiree. Snapping turtles, very good. Snapping turtles are nasty. Huge. There's if anybody's on McGuire Air Force Base, I used to track some snapping turtles over there. Preston the Third, I don't even know what that means. Your boyfriend's at McGuire. Okay, over by the flight line, there's some. Well, you can see the beaver over by the flight line. And then the snapping turtles live on the. There's like a smallish pond water runoff on the golf course. Okay, Trish, super serious question. I have a lot to get done by Friday, so do I nap today? It's rainy, or stay up most of the night? You nap. You nap. There's a rainstorm. God is giving you that rainstorm to nap. Nap. Tiptoe the Tortoise online is about as close as I want to get to turtles. I haven't seen Tiptoe the Tortoise. Are they bottom feeders? I think they'll eat anything. Josh just wrote sphincter. That is all. I don't know what that means, and I am afraid to Google it. Tiptoe production. My grandfather lost his toes due to diabetes, and he got along all right. You do need your toes. I mean, you don't. Okay, so what is a need? Let's talk about that. They're helpful. Toes are helpful, but do we need them? No, because he still walked around. And he still golfed and got holes in ones. Your grandpa lost his leg. See? This is not one up my grandpa's diabetes, your grandpa's diabetes. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah, mine lost, and he had one eye, but he didn't lose that from diabetes. He lost that in a steel mill. The cool way. Lori, thank you for sending stars. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Elders are so gangsta. That's right. You lost your toenails and managed to just be fine. Managed just fine. Yeah, I've never lost a nail. However, I do. Can anyone tell us why? Hello from South Africa. Hi, Lorianne. Why do we need toenails? I get. All right. We're ADHD and all over the place. I get it. Here's a couple things. I understand why we have fingernails. I don't understand why we have toenails, except to scratch the back of our calves with our foot. Toenails protect our toes. Protective layer on our toes, climbing grip in nature. All right, we're going to Google it. Why do we have toenails? It's likely for protection compared to enhancing grip or the fine motor functions the fingernails have. The tops of the toes are vulnerable to injury. Yeah, I know that. I got 2 broken toes right now. They never heal because I keep running on them. I walk into things. Apparently that's an autistic thing. You just walk into stuff and you're like, and you also hit yourself in the leg with a sledgehammer. Okay. Why do we have, oh my God, BBC Science Focus, why do we have toenails? What's the point? And it's like 3 words or 3 sentences. Is it like so that salons can make more money? It still hurts to drop things. Why do some runners lose their toenails? I don't know. I ran a marathon. I did more than a marathon. I don't see much point in marathons anymore. Once I did the one, I was like, I wanted to prove to myself that I could. And however, my toenails didn't fall off. Oh, thank you very much. The edge of the Horizio. You know what's really funny? You wrote, you're the inspiration of who I want to be when I've grown, and I thought that was so lovely. And then you wrote, I love your, and you wrote TTS, and in my head, I threw an I in there. And I was like, thank you. But I believe you mean TikToks. Thank you, Angela. TikToks, I swear. I liked both. I mean, I was thrilled with both, to be honest. Your autistic son walks in the glass doors. I've definitely done I'm a bird. An eagle. I soar into the sky. Yeah, Eddie Izzard ran those marathons. Eddie's awesome. From eating raw chicken to toenails, we must be bored. No, we are enlightened. Or soar into the glass. Thank you. Lost toenails for 2 years. Oh, man. So, here's what I wanted to say earlier. I still am not convinced why we need toenails, but except to scratch the back of our calves with our foot. I play a lot of mental mind games with myself. And one of them is, I don't like to I think of my brain and my body as separate. I don't like to let one control the other. So I'm always trying to separate it. And I'm really glad you guys are here because I've never said this out loud before. Apparently I'm not going to say it out loud now either. So I don't like when I don't like when one is telling the other what to do. And so I try to separate it. And so, like, being itchy, I have spent years trying to train my body not to itch. And the triptastic puzzle, yeah, go get it. So I see it as, why am I itchy? If there's nothing that is like brushing up against, and it's just my brain telling that something's itchy, or it's something in my nervous system that's telling me I'm itchy, and I'm like, no, we're not having this. So I will use time and not scratch. By using time, I mean you got to really sit it out, because your brain will be pissed, and it will make it itchier and itchier and itchier and itchier, and then there's a breaking point, and then it goes away, and just, yeah, it makes you feel so good, because you're like, there's some other piece that you could, like, hey brain, you're not winning today. Body, you're not winning today. I am in control. Whatever that third thing is. Is it the Holy Ghost? We're not sure. So I have that where I don't scratch. If I think about it and I'm just like, no, you're not telling me what to do. And try it and let me know how it works out, because it is hard. It's hard to not scratch instantly, and then to have that side piece there that you're actually trying to overcome something in your body. The definition of self-control. I'm always trying to control myself. I don't know. Might be the Holy Ghost. Get the app. Now Catherine's is itching. You fail every time. No, you can do it, Kim. You can do it. Do you ever get itchy one place and after you itch, the opposite side gets itchy? Yes. Cat can ignore it after standing on parade for hours. That's awesome. Clara wants to know if I have hairy armpits. No, I'm as hairless as a seal. I like to slip slide around. Oh my goodness, Nicole's here. Thank you for sending stars, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Mental toughness exercises. Yeah, because like, what if I'm ever kidnapped and I'm tied up? And then I'll be like, now I know that I can overcome the itchiness. Talking about itchy is making you itchy. What? You have to come out? Excuse me. Excuse me. Ugh. You're being pathetic. You are. Come on. Come on. Yeah, meow, meow. Come on. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. 10 days later. Hang on. Here he is, Mr. America. Do you hear him whining? I want to come out. So he comes out if if we run out of time for this kid, you get Nick to join so we can slam him live as a group. He left. He's like, how dare you say that my mom wishes I was as good as the slime on old oatmeal. Bye, Bruce. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. Couldn't handle it. Thank you, Tiffany. Where were we? I am all over the place. I'm trying to embrace being all over the place, but at the same time, just trying to structure myself completely. What'd that mouth do? I don't know. He just kept calling me names. Why am I dressed like I'm in the Arctic? Because it's 53 degrees and I'm dying. It's so cold. Bruce is bossy. He's trying to get into doors. Bruce has an open door policy. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Oh, you're from Bangladesh. Nice. Bruce is in the slang dictionary in Australia. Yeah! Thank you, Grant, for sending a rose. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I go live on a couple different platforms, and on YouTube right now I just have somebody that keeps repeatedly asking me if I have hairy armpits, and I've already described that I am as hairless as an eel. I don't like hair at all. I epilate. Now we're getting into just too much information. Big epilator is painful. It's painful. If I could take a pill that made facts. Maritza, you know what I mean. Slippery as an eel? Maybe, okay, eels? Maybe I'm thinking about eels. Am I thinking about eels? Thank you, Kayla. Yeah, the hair worked out. I just wanted it cleaned up around my ears. I'm trying to make this long so I can have stuff to play with. Bruce is sniffing a leaf. Thank you, Ashley Walker. Walker Frenick. Get the retractable back scratchers everywhere, yeah. Pterodactyl says, I'm attractive. Thank you. And you haven't even seen my feet. How did I get my husband to use a hamper? Asking for me, a man who can't use a hamper. Well, this is a little bit of a stand-up bit that I've been thinking about. Hang on, let me just remove this giant acorn from my private parts. Anything that you, I think the epilator I use is a brawn. Underwater, above water, but I don't use it underwater. But you got to take the guide off. Is that legal for me to say? You got to go all in. Okay. This is a stand-up bit that I'm working on. If you have, like, I see patterns in all things. And if you have the same thing happening over and over and over again, the person might not just be doing it to be malicious. They might literally not see it. So when I move something and my husband misses the laundry basket or whatever, he's not observant in the ways that I am observant. So I wonder if there, I always try to find ways to like work with somebody's natural strengths, I guess. So I guess you just go, look, if you ever move it from where it is, I will not see it for a good 6 months. Your boyfriend leaves clothes everywhere on the floor. What I would do in that case is burn them. Couldn't handle it. Could not emotionally handle it. Marriage is a trade-off, though, isn't it? Maybe, is there good things that your boyfriend does that you can't do? Like, I can't. There's a lot of things my husband does that I don't do. He makes sure that I stay alive in a lot of ways. There's a TikTok that says, here's what it's like to have an autistic wife. You have to make sure it's super easy as long as you make sure she's always fed, never thirsty, your lips aren't chapped, she gets plenty of time to do crazy things, and none of your friends ever pop over. And he was like, yeah. His shoes end up in random places. Your husband's slightly OCD, so his clothes immediately go in the hamper. Oh, yes. Monica Daly's here. Wait, somebody put Monica. Where's Monica? Stitch all the rug clothes together into a carpet. Hello, Monica. Ooh, thank you for sending a heart, Mariska. After your third divorce, you realize you're not marriage material. Stick with a dog. Heck yeah. When I was little, my family told me that I was going to die alone with 40 cats. That still might be true. And we need to make an app for changing, for when we move the hamper. Good morning from Australia. I want to come to Australia. I do. Dogs are great. I want a dog. In some of my videos, I have Barnaby, and he's a dog that I was helping to train, and he's lovely. Oh, an app for everything husband. That's a great idea. Kaleidoscopes is trying not to get more animals. You already have a snake, an Alaskan Malamute, and a cat. Is that a parka? Yeah. It's the Air Force issued extreme weather parka in small. I got a hold of drop bear at least once in my life. I always tell everybody that they have syphilis, but they have chlamydia. Is that how I want to get it? We are a whole house of craziness with autism and ADHD sending. I love it. Yeah, koalas. I think koalas are the ones with, I always say syphilis, chlamydia, herpes, whatever they got. Backward tangent. Mental fitness is trying not to flinch and twitch when you hear someone sniffling. Yeah, I have trouble with people coughing. When somebody coughs, it just makes me angry. Couldn't be a doctor. Goodbye, Lorraine. The females sound like a baby's cry, and the males sound like wild pains in mating season. Oh my god. You like my hair? Thank you. I'm growing it out a bit, except around my ears. From wasp crackers to koalas STDs, you can never know where we're going. Lorna, you have 19 cats inside? Laura, you can't stand coughing. Yeah, there's something about that. That when people cough, it's just like, oh, I didn't know I was a murderer. Turns out I have that capability. Do you see how big this acorn is? Sorry. Possums can have leprosy. Clara Murphy again on YouTube. She wrote, "Are you crying hair for all the body questions on you?" Clara, I know that you are desperate to know how hairy I am. That's not weird at all. That's a totally normal question to ask somebody on the internet. But my problem is I have no idea what you actually mean because your English syntax is requiring me to try to go out on a limb into finding the ways that you are trying to insult me. Or maybe you're a body wax. And you're like, that person looks particularly hairy. Actually, nobody's ever looked at me and thought that person looks particularly hairy. I just don't have hairy vibes. And I'm fine with that. Did I know kangaroos have 2 downstairs? What does that mean? You foster fail a lot. Leave her be. Let her be a Yeti or a hairless cat. Who cares? I know, right? It's funny. Good night from Sweden. Armadillos have leprosy, not possums. Lisa coming in with fact checks. You can't see all the hairy questions in the chat. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if it's deleting them. Sometimes they pop up and then they say redacted. So I wonder if YouTube is also cutting them out. Like they're like, this is probably insulting. So opossums cannot carry rabies. Monica, don't let them bite you. Thank you for saying I have a beautiful complexion. You've really given me things to think about today. You know, I've told you about how I don't scratch myself on purpose. Whoa! It's Fast Cat. What happened? Did you see something that scared you? Okay, you can hang out there. You're fine. Fast Cat. Am I on YouTube and TikTok at the same time? Yeah. And Instagram and Facebook. 4 devices. Kangaroos actually have 3 hoo-haws. The third appears when they're pregnant and stays forever after. How? Oh, wow. That's right, Kaleidoscope. Oh, wow. What a conversation. Hi, Sophia. Shabbai, Sophia, and welcome to Kangaroos Develop an Extra Hoo-Ha Once They Have a Baby. Thank you, Parker Cat. I didn't know that either. I hope I don't get reborn. Unlearn 16's fiance Anna told you about kangaroos? Dang, yeah, I'll have to ask. Because how does it just appear? How do you get a whole new hole? How does that happen? You're going to destroy a useless knowledge trivia after this? Yeah. Thank you, Gloria. You see this extra hoo-ha? You have me. How do they get it? Are there like Dr. Kangaroos that are like, okay, because I guess I could just pull up the computer. You alright, Bruce? He's alright. Okay. Kangaroos. Anybody else Googling? Kangaroos. Banama. The females can freeze a fertilized egg and store it. Wow, kangaroos. And female hyenas are actually the bosses out of the females and males. Okay. Oh. No, don't gatekeep National Geographic. I don't want to give you my email to learn about kangaroo hoo-has. I'm going to go to Australian Geographic because that's who I would trust in this situation anyway. Not national. What nation? Okay. It is a eutherian mammal. This is where we begin. Just trying to see if anybody else has anything to say. In eutherian mammals, you have a central fused hoo-ha. I'm not repressed. And a single fused uterus, which then goes up, blah, blah, blah. We're very, they wrote, this is so Australian. So we're very familiar with that arrangement. And then it has a picture of just 2 kangaroos doing it. I love you, Australia. Australia's amazing. You should also check out Neil the seal. He's as hairless as Clara wants somebody to be. Okay, so they have 2 of them, but they can't fuse because then marsupials wouldn't be able to urinate because the urine would have no way of getting to the bladder. What? It feels like they were just reverse engineered. They're like, all right, now this doesn't work. Okay, give them another one. Okay, so that explains 2 of them. What about the third? It only forms when a female kangaroo becomes pregnant, creating a more direct route for a joey to be born. So there's the left and right, what they call lateral. The young develops in one of them. How does it develop? What do you mean it? This is so Australian. With all the technical explanations, Mark admits it's seriously weird. The fact that a canal can just open up through the female tissues and then stay there as a permanent birth canal, that weirds me out. And who is Mark? Okay, this is who Mark is. Oh, I love you, Australia. Never change. Mark is Dr. Mark Eldridge, Principal Research Scientist at the Australian Museum. He's a museum scientist. And he's just like, it's freaking gross. Like, it's weird. Ow. I mean, that's just what they do, but it's weird. Yes, schools should teach this more. Catherine, you thought you were ADHD? Well, welcome to the party. I don't know, Pap. Snakes, male and female, have 2 of each in the nether regions as well. My dead husband used to breed snakes. That is a loaded paragraph, Lisa. We all get taught this in school. Yeah, in Australia, weird things about animals, yeah. I just love that Mark, who is a scientist, was like, I don't get it. It's weird. I love when Australians, they go to rescue their dogs, and so they punch a kangaroo because the kangaroo is holding on to the dog. And you see the claws. Kangaroo-ha. 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 And this is how my imaginary husband lost his security clearance, as they say. Yes. Some people dry the... Sharika. I need to learn how to read it. Some people dry out the male gentleman's agreement of a kangaroo. Where are you going? I disgusted Bruce. And then they wear it. Oh, dang. That is a heck of a... That's a power move. You went to Australia once and your Uber was a roo pouch. I like that. Viva la Vargas. Belle says, you finally caught my live. You're married, but it's not that serious. Hey. Thank you for liking my parka. You left... I think he might be chasing that leaf. I don't know. You had Mayday. That is a power move. It is. So, it just opens up. I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research. I don't know. I don't understand how, like, a body pocket that didn't exist can just exist. Imagine if you just, like, you just wake up one day and you have a hole in your arm that a kangaroo comes out of. Like, no reason why there would be a hole before, and then suddenly a hole in your arm, baby kangaroos, and then it's there forever because you had a baby kangaroo come out of it. I will tell my husband what I learned today. You don't think it's my arm? Well, I'm just trying to, like, this was the closest thing I could show. I didn't want to arouse the chat. Glass frogs are 100% see-through. What's a glass frog? Ew! I have often thought that our bodies should be see-through, and then we would take our health more seriously. You'd be like, Steve, hey, you're back. Unlocking a whole new set of nightmares. Bye, Pat. Good luck at dance. There's frogs that look like little gummies. Hey, have you guys seen Fishing Garrett? You should check out Fishing Garrett. Fishing Garrett is amazing. Fishing Garrett, I don't know, he's in his 20s, and he grew up in the Everglades, and he just goes and he boops. He boops alligators, and he boops black widows, and he holds poison dart frogs. Sharika says, imagine seeing somebody with IBS see-through. But we'd be able to cure it better, right? Belle's still stuck on 3 hoo-has. You don't want to be stuck there. You're spoiled for choice. Yeah, we wouldn't have MRIs if our bodies were see-through. That's a great point. Already crushing industries. Booping gators and spideys is not a good idea. Tiny, tiny black frogs in Puerto Rico. Oh. Oh my God. That's a gross fact. I'm not ready to say that fact out loud. He keeps booping dangerous stats. His remembering Garrett. Remember when we fished Garrett out of the Everglades? His whole thing is he's trying to find a 20-foot python. And I'm telling you, this kid does not, he is, if you go way back in his account, like he had a different style, and then when he started to like be cute about it, he sort of turned like Crocodile Hunter-esque. He took off, and it's so funny. It cracked me up. Thank you, Wendy. Do I know how to get ink stains out of your husband's uniform? Send help. A lot of people say vodka. Have they told me vodka? Am I making that up? Your ball python will reach 6 feet. Oh my gosh. And you're only 5'1". That will be a challenge. Oh, thank you for sending a heart. A hand heart, Colleen. Thank you. Oh, hairspray. Hairspray gets out ink stains. Ooh, I can see the inside of this frog, and now I'm freaked out. I forgot I googled that. Getting ink stains out of uniform. Antibacterial hairspray because of the alcohol. So she could just use alcohol. Yeah, everybody's saying rubbing alcohol. So maybe it's the vodka thing. That's where I was getting that from. That's what military special vodka is good for. Affordable Arbery says, the way you get ink stains out of a uniform is to buy a new uniform. Ask me how I know. Antibacterial goo. If humans were see-through and could see what other humans ate, we'd probably be closer to extinction. Yeah. It would be interesting. Military Special is the best cleaning agent at the Class 6. Thank you, Monica Daly. You are correct. Hi. I'm sorry. Do I think that I could acquire a trash panda for science and stuff? When I was growing up, we had a team of raccoons that used to come to the front porch because the people that owned the house before us fed them. And I think they're cute. I'm basically a trash panda. The one upside of your husband's uniform being solid blue is you can't see the ink. I think that's why the Navy did it. Aw, your ferret does crocodile death rolls. Hey, Bruce. Come here. Don't look at me like that. Oh, he's Coast Guard. Okay. Your cat spilled a huge bag of fish flakes and had a feast. When I said fish flakes, Bruce was like, excuse me, fish flakes? Can I have some fish? Fish, fish, fish? Fish, fish, fish? Do you want some fish? Freaking loves his bonito flakes. Bye, Monica. Where is Bruce? And I'm so sick of you declawing him. Give him the claw. Bruce, do you want your white claws? Bruce lets me trim his fingers. Not his claws. Hang on. Come here. What are you doing? You're just staring at the window here. Where's Mr. America? Bell, that absolutely counts as military Coast Guard. They have the hardest basic training. And have you seen what their rescue swimmers do? I know you're just kidding, but I'm just defending him. Here's Bruce. He wants some fish. How do I keep the fleas off Bruce? He's never had fleas. I think he repels them with his personality. Thank you, Andrew. Big fluffy baby. Your husband wants to become a rescue diver? It does sound hard, doesn't it? It sounds very, very painful and cold. Kitty, kitty. Well, I should go have a sandwich, right? Ladies cannot live on cherry lime Zions alone. Thanks for hanging out with me. We learned so much today. Kangaroos? Three of them. three hoo-has. I don't understand. Still don't get it. Bye, Christina. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go eat something. Goodbye.